Alright, is he gonna do it this time?
I think we're gone.
Let's do it. Oh, you can't start it. They have to start it?
I think we're recording. Here we go! Oh, I get to start it. I made the lobby.
Oh, this is the 1v1 of the century. I mean...
You lean in closer to the computer, you probably sound so shitty. Audio is already so bad.
Alright. So,
Isis versus Zeus.
Now...
No, let me start it off.
Alright.
Since we last had this little 1v1 series, our, Optimisticseal has picked up a new main. And her name is Isis, the Beautiful Queen.
Now, we've seen Elaid destroy other Steven in the past, but Steven really just grinding out to get those perfect timings. You know, he's gonna knock out at 6:30.
He's put in the work. But at the same time, Elaid has also been putting in the work. He's been playing against his brother a lot, who is an Isis main.
So he does have the training against it. But it looks as though... What's the start for Steven here? What is he doing?
I don't see hunting dogs being picked up by either player, which is unusual. Maybe it's a mistake, or I can't see it right now. What we're gonna be expecting from Steven, though, is a heroic rush and an Ancestors Eclipse to end the game. The Greeks' weakness here is they only have so many limited heroes. A classical Zeus can only have 2 heroes on the battlefield. Against all those Ancestor myth units running around, he really can't contest. What are you doing with the map?
I'm just gonna follow this scout out here as he wanders.
His name's Catastropos, if you click on it.
Catastropos, he's a scout here. He's gonna find some rhinos, all these hippopotamuses.
How do you even make that mistake? They don't look like
Can
you check if they picked up hunting dogs yet?
Mistake.
Click on a villager. Click on a villager, not the Garen, right? Click on him. Yeah, we got hunting dogs with the Zeus player. What about Isis? This would be a mistake, I'd say, if Isis doesn't have it right now.
Ooh. No
that's
upgrades for Isis. This rush is gonna be a tad slow here.
I mean, it's a heroic rush, so it's like 6 minutes. We're only 2 minutes in, you know?
It's still not picking up that upgrade.
It could be that he doesn't have the resources for it.
Let's see.
Can we check out the relics here? Even though last game neither player made anything out of them.
We got one of the relics here is the monkey.
Oh, that's actually pretty nice early game. You just get 3 little monkeys on your team to fight for you.
That's pretty impressive here. Another one here is the Widget Eye.
And these are okay relics.
Let's see what else is happening. We got some pigs here. Don't know what they're doing. Why are they red here?
They're herdables. As soon as one of your units passes by them, they become a part of your team and you can move them around. They fatten up if you click on them. Check how much meat they have. That'll go all the way up to 300, so they're really valuable. They're all over the middle of the map. Let's see, how many? Give me the mouse. We've got 10 pigs for Zeus player and only 6 for the Isis, but that's kind of to be expected. The Catastropos can cover a lot of ground faster than the Isis player's priest. Wow, he might actually snipe these pigs here. There you go.
Now, what can happen if this heroic rush does not work out for Optimisticseal? Could that really just be the GG right there?
Honestly, yeah. Oh, finally he's got hunting dogs. Yeah, I mean, he can wait on it. It doesn't matter if hunting dogs came a little bit late, you know?
What happens if he does not hit that 6:30 timing? Is that really that crucial?
No, it can be a bit later. I'd say if both of them are in heroic though and he uses it, it's gonna be not nearly as effective because Zeus will have access to Hercules, who's really strong. Both temples going up from both players, we can expect the same time of advancement. These defensive houses are going to protect his towers, so he might be expecting the Zeus player to try to rush him. On top of that, I might just make some walls, not like walls all the way across here from these 2 forests or anything, but just like a wall from like this forest to this house that makes the Zeus player's movement really difficult.
Now this game looks as though Optimisticseal has sent a scout to all parts of the map to make sure that he can scout out any mines that he could not see originally. And
yeah, we can talk about his mines.
He does have one set up right next to him.
Oh, he has one. He has one all the way back here. He could wall this off and it would be secure. But the other 2, This one is pretty far, and this
that
one's
one's pretty far.
really far.
And it does not look like it's scouted out.
His starting line's also really open, so we could expect a lot of raids here, which would be painful.
Is Elaid possibly
He's advancing
playing
through
already?
Bast already,
Is he playing
and
already?
Elaid is advancing through Hermes. This Hermes will give him access to Ceasefire, which...
Ooh, that could really mess with his heroic rush there. I mean, how long does the ceasefire last?
Ceasefire just makes it so that there's no military action. That wouldn't mess with the heroic at all.
Yeah, but isn't he trying to raid him?
No.
What does the heroic rush even do then?
Upon reaching heroic, Optimisticseal is gonna put together an army with elephants, chariots, the whole shebang. And the idea is, since he hasn't been spending anything on military for the first 8 minutes of the game, he'll have so much money and resources so that he can just spam all those out instantly. He can cast Ancestors and Eclipse. You know which of those god powers are? What does Eclipse do?
The enemy team can't use powers, right?
And it buffs your myth units, and Ancestors summons 20 myth units. So Elaid can't ceasefire that, and that's going to be a 90-second window with all these myth units, with all of his elephants, his chariots, and his siege towers to do whatever he wants.
But couldn't Elaid predict this and then pop the ceasefire before? Is there a split-second period of time where if he pops Ancestors...
Are you memeing me right
then-
now? Steven... Oh my god, this is funny. Steven was talking about how all the professional players are really jack chicks, none of them can cease and Ancestors.
I mean, could he pull it off?
It's possible, I've never seen it
Is
ever.
there an auditory cue?
Yeah, but
For
it's
the
a bit like delayed for the first god power, so predicting it is really difficult.
Well, let's see if
It's not even
Elaid
worth
can pull it off
talking
here.
about.
How is the heroic rush doing here? I mean, he's about to hit 630.
He's got his army up. What I'd like to see is, since this map is so big, right? Having his whole army walk the distance of the map, it's gonna get scouted out, and Elliot's gonna be able to like take action against it. Maybe like if his Isis army's walking down, he can intercept it and force out an Ancestor's Eclipse in Steven's base, and then it'll take too long for him to walk through. I like this settlement up here, this forward settlement. This is pretty much going to secure the fact that Steven can't rush him. That's actually really strong.
Oh, look at this.
You know?
Wait, Amp, the Sphinx and the Centaur going to battle here. Oh, no, he's going to back
The
off.
Isis player will be forced to use Ancestor's Eclipse maybe to secure this location. So this is a nice buffer zone here. Also, what's remarkable is that our Zeus player has kind of recognized that the Isis player is booming, so he's not producing any military. He knows that he's not trying to fight him. Our Zeus player is trying to keep up with him and hit the heroic too, maybe. Or just have a really powerful economy going and spam out in the classic.
Oh, another Sphinx versus a Centaur.
Yeah, and only
Sphinx is
now
too
he's
scared, though.
producing Odysseus. This is really smart. He's not producing any military because he understands that his opponent's not going to
When
want
do
to
you
fight
think
till the
Isis is going to hit this heroic age here? Have they already hit
click
it?
on the town center. That's the temple.
Here we go.
No, that's not what you do. There, right now he just started researching.
Oh, he just hit it. Oh, no, that is just for the heroic age?
Yeah.
Ooh, he's hitting a late time
That's
here.
not late.
Almost
That's
8
fine.
minutes
That's
in.
acceptable.
Atrocious. Oh, but his scout, not his Kachaskopus is gonna go down here. Oh, that's a tragedy.
It's not important at
That's
all. That's not
extremely
relevant at all.
That's so relevant. He's lost all information on this part of the map.
Elliot's also taking the relics. That's
Oh,
not
we're killing
worth it.
some ducks over here.
That's not a duck.
What even is that?
Click on it and it'll tell you.
Oh, let's see.
It's like a little crane or something. Yeah.
That's whatever. Yeah, it's as close to a duck as you can get.
Doesn't have a lot of meat on it.
He puts 3 villagers here? Okay.
Yeah, he's spreading out. This is
He
really
really
smart.
just puts all of his guys on wood. Now, what does this mean? Why is he putting so many people on wood here?
Just what it could mean is... No, never mind. I thought he might be maybe advancing to the heroic age really early too to spam out Manticore, which costs a lot of wood. But really there's no reason for him to be making a lot of wood. Alright, our Isis player just advanced to the heroic. He's already
9
putting up
minutes
his
in.
mid-goal stronghold. That'll give him the elephants and whatnot. I'd like to see a siege works go down too so we can get siege towers.
Now, theoretically, could you see a possible bird elephant nuke here in this game. I mean,
No, he doesn't have access to birds. He chose ancestors instead.
wow, I am not impressed by this gameplay. But I mean, he still has the elephants, so let's see if he can pull out the winner.
Let's see. We'll be expecting to see a push onto this location, and it's not really fortified. I'd like to see sometimes a nice strategy is putting barracks on the sides of your town center so that units can't actually get to it and fight it. Elaid only now is producing a military, which is really smart. Had he made it earlier, he wouldn't have such a strong economy.
Optimisticseal, however, is mounting a defense here. I mean,
Yeah, look, he bought all the starting economic upgrades. That's really smart. Optimisticseal.
looks like he's moving towards the south. You better keep an eye on this.
These are just his chariots. He's gonna scout out, see what's
He's gonna
what.
scout his enemy, but
Chariots are really strong against.
looks like he's not gonna engage here. But I mean, he's just AFKing his units. Oh, but he starts to run them away.
He accidentally,
in
running
clicks on
away.
fake.
Yeah, he
Oh,
attacks on
and he
them.
might lose 2 chariots here. Oh no, but he's sending in reinforcements. Does he want to
He
fight this?
accidentally keeps clicking on these pigs instead of running them.
Oh no, but it looks like
Alright, the
no
Scorpion
one's really
Man got
trying
off
to
his
commit
stinger
here.
attack. Look how much damage they take from that poison. That's strong.
Oh, but it looks
He's
like
gonna focus the priest on the centaur. Yeah, and these chariots are really strong against hoplites. Look at the hoplite, if you'll notice, they only have 15% pierce armor. That's really low. These chariots will pick them all off. This is bad. He just cleared all of Elaid's measly military units and will be able to make any sort of push he wants now. Take this middle of the map back. Siege work's not going down. He started building it and gave up. Oh, here the guy comes.
Oh, there we go. One guy giving it his all.
Now he's trying to gather gold from this location.
Could this be a possible move into this center over here, or is this too much to expect out of this small army?
What did you just say?
Do you think he might move into this area soon, or possibly?
This area soon?
Yes.
No, his army's not prepared yet. I would have expected him to drop a siege works and start making those siege towers a lot earlier. Same with elephants. I'd like to see not an only chariot-based military. Pierce damage is really weak against buildings. If you check the town center here, it has 95% pierce armor. This could 1v10 all those chariots easily.
So,
Yeah, he needs some siege to go with this army if he wants to make his ancestors eclipse push. He's gonna pick off this Odysseus. Oh, and he's also targeting the priests on the centaurs. That's really nice again. Optimisticseal, master of the micro, as they say.
he's still afraid to commit, though. He's not going into the town yet, just skirting
He's
the
using
edges.
a lot of these centaur. That's why he produced so much wood to spam centaur, but he's not even spamming them right. They're not raiding and they didn't get the upgrades for them either, which makes them viable. Just keep spamming all these units.
I mean, the
into
longer this
location.
game goes, who do you think wins out here in the long run here?
In the long runs, in the absolute long run, Zeus wins, but I doubt it's gonna make it to there.
Oh, it looks like he's starting to make an
Right
advancement
now,
here.
Elaid just keeps throwing
just
these
suiciding
units
his units.
into these locations.
What is he gonna? What is he throwing these units? Is he trying to
he
protect?
AFK or something? He's looping them in.
Is he trying to maybe stall for time? But what could he be stalling
This
for?
is Steven's like 4th misclick. He accidentally clicked heal instead of attack.
Oh,
Finally,
here the
we're gonna see
siege
the
comes
siege come
in.
out. He won't even need elephants with this push if he gets like 2-3 siege towers out.
More units just being thrown at his army.
What is the purpose of this? You see this micro of the chariot? That's smart. Yeah, look how much damage these siege towers do to this archery range.
I mean, this is not
Only
looking
takes
good.
like 6
What
points.
is his plan here? I mean, is he amassing?
He
an
casts
army?
ceasefire. What is literally
I
happening?
mean, this is a little preemptive. I mean,
disaster.
does he have an army amassing?
No, he threw it all at him for no good reason.
It looks like
Look
he-
on that main town center. That's a temple. Oh, he's actually going through Apollo. He's gonna try to drop down. Why would he do this?
Well,
What is the purpose of this?
he's been alive for 30 more seconds, but
No.
this army looks.
What's the purpose of going through
Extremely
Apollo?
menacing.
He's gonna be able to get underworld passage, but that's not gonna help him against this push. He needs to prepare for this Ancestors Eclipse push. Spam out military, not buy an advancement.
I mean, it looks like he has a small one amassing on the northern part.
He
of
only
this.
has 3 barracks too.
This does not look good for him. I mean, he's
Where's
still-
Odysseus?
He's killing. Wait, you're allowed to kill animals during the ceasefire?
Yes.
That's. I don't know about that.
Where are his heroes? How can he deal with these ancestors' eclipse?
I mean,
Where are you going with the mouse? It's about to
check
happen.
it out. I mean, ceasefire's about to end. Oh, and it looks like
There it goes.
this is not
Ancestors'
like
eclipse.
Oh, and the eclipse. Oh, God.
He's focusing the siege towers. This would be bad if they died, but they're very tanky.
And he still has three of them.
Give me the mouse back. Yeah, they're not gonna go down fast, and if he focuses those chariots, they're done. He won't be able to. Why did he go through Apollo? That's gonna give him nothing.
Oh, but it looks like
Manticore are garbage against
one of these siege
towers.
towers looking possibly to fall here.
This one's not being microed at all.
This one is just
These
being left in the wind.
also being left in
It's
the
a
wind.
micro.
He's gonna take this town center. Though.
I mean,
That's big.
what's happening here? Oh, he realizes.
Can you go back to the town center? You think it's?
I mean,
that's a big objective here that he's
huge
taking.
objective here.
All these farms are gonna be. All these villagers are gonna have to. Wow.
Wow, the early
Just a straight up
GG goal.
resignation. A 15-minute
Jeez.
end. Wow.
What a play coming
Am I
out.
bleeding? No, I'm not bleeding. Yeah, this is a sad game for Elaid. With the Apollo, he gets the Underworld Passage God Power, you understand that?
Yes.
He can't utilize that to save him from an ancestor.
Oh, it looks like Elaid's asking for a rematch here. I mean,
Why did he should have just, with all that money he used to worship Apollo, he could have built a legitimate army and countered this push.
it didn't look like anyone was gonna win. I mean, just like no one really had the advantage there until he just started to amass his army, and then Elaid just
that's
did
what
not
you do
have
with
a military to
Egyptian.
match up.
That's what you do with Egyptian. You wait and then you spam your army out. Alright, that's a nice game right there. Let's look at the military unit graph. Wow!
Impressive.
Literally, wow! Impressive.